America's Top 40s presents Century Smash Hits, the most popular songs from 100 years ago.
I'm Eric Paul Johnson, and 3 songs entered the pop chart this week 100 years ago, October 9th, 1920. Before Marty Feldman, there was Eddie Cantor. I'm not referring to their comic abilities, it's their eyes I'm talking about. Marty's bulging eyes were often the target for jokes, from Mel Brooks movies to a song in 1981 by Bruce Babyman Baum called Marty Feldman Eyes. Cantor's large and active eyes became his most exaggerated feature in cartoons and caricatures. Because they looked like the round body of a banjo in those drawings, he was given the nickname Banjo Eyes. It's a name that stuck so well that it was the title of his 1941 Broadway play. His song Snoops The Lawyer spent 1 week on the chart, getting to number 9.
I know a certain lawyer in a little town who got the name of Snoops from always snooping around. He was the most peculiar man I've ever seen. I'll give you a description of the man I mean. Snoops the lawyer never wore a collar. Snoops the lawyer charged an awful price. Snoops the lawyer never spent a dollar. No one ever took a bit of his advice. A lady and her husband never could agree. She said he wants to take the child away from me. Snoops, he said, give him the child and you'll be free. A girl like you could make a baby out of me. Snoops the lawyer never wore a collar. Snoops the lawyer charged an awful price. Snoops the lawyer never spent a dollar. No one ever took a bit of his advice. A lady lost a lapdog that she couldn't trace, and while she spoke the tears were rolling down her face. Snoops the lawyer said, I'd like to take your case. In fact, I'd like to take the little lapdog's place. Snoops the lawyer never wore a collar. Snoops the lawyer charged an awful price. Snoops the lawyer never spent a dollar. No one ever took a bit of his advice. A fellow was arrested only yesterday. He stole 11 bottles from a swell cafe. But Snoops the lawyer, he laughed right in the judge's face. He said 11 bottles doesn't make a case. Snoops the lawyer never wore a collar. Snoops the lawyer charged an awful price. Snoops the lawyer never spent a dollar. No one ever took a bit of his advice. Snoops, he went and bought himself a Ford machine. He drove around the nicest girls you've ever seen. They hugged him and they kissed him and he yelled with glee. Imagine what a Cadillac could do for me. Snoops the lawyer never wore a collar. Snoops the lawyer charged an awful price. Snoops the lawyer never spent a dollar. No one ever took a bit of his advice.
Prince was a big name in popular music, not the diminutive purple prodigy who started hitting many decades later. Charles A. Prince was born in 1869 and started hitting the chart in 1905. He racked up 82 hits from that year until 1922. This is his 74th hit of the 82. Spending 2 weeks on the chart and peaking at number 7, here's Manana. The Van of Van and Skank, Gus Van, brought many different voice accents to the act. In 1927, they had a popular tune called Pasta Fazoula, with Gus doing the song in a heavy Italian accent. Something that may not fly in the near future, considering how some are getting their nose out of joint over Chico Marx. After You Get What You Want, You Don't Want It, by Van and Skank, spent 6 weeks on the chart, 2 of those weeks at number 2.
Listen to me, honey dear. Something's wrong with you, I fear. It's getting harder to please you every year. I don't want to make you blue, but you need a talking to. Like a lot of people I know, is what's wrong with you. After you get what you want, you don't want it. If I gave you the moon, you'd grow tired of it soon. You're like a baby, you want what you want when you want it. But after you are presented with what you want, you're discontented. You're always wishing and wanting for something. When you get what you want, you don't want what you get. And though you sit upon my knee, you grow tired of me. 'Cause after you get what you want, you don't want what you wanted at all. Don't you say that I'm unkind. Think it over and you'll find you've got a changeable nature. You're always changing your mind. There's a longing in your eyes that is hard to satisfy. You're unhappy most of the time is the reason why. After you get what you want, you don't want it. If I gave you the moon, you'd grow tired of it soon. You're like a baby, you want what you want when you want it. But after you are presented with what you want, you're discontented. You're always wishing and wanting for something. When you get what you want, you don't want what you get. And though you sit upon my knee, you grow tired of me. 'Cause after you get what you want, you don't want what you wanted at all.